Yo, what be the drip, YouTube? It's your boy Jabez, and I'm back with Jabez Reacts. And today we got Coin Matrix, new take on a classic plot in Magic. Now, the original link will be left in the description down below so you guys can go check it out for yourselves and like it up. Speaking of liking it up, there's a thumbs up button, a subscribe button, and a notification bell at the bottom of this video. You guys can hit them if you feel the need to. If you don't, that's perfectly fine, but I only want real people here. So if you fake, if you alien, get the fuck out. I don't want to see you subscribing, I don't want to see you liking, and I don't want to hear the bell ring for fucking haters. This wasn't requested by anybody, but if you have any reaction requests, you guys can follow me on the links in the description below, and you guys can also put reaction requests in the comment section. I will check both of those, and I will react to anything. This is my first non-music reaction on the channel, so I hope that you guys enjoy it. Card Trick Sade is my man. You know, I've been doing magic as well. I'm not just a rapper. I do magic as well. I've been doing magic for about 13 years. And so I love magic. I love doing it. And Card Trick Sade's a good friend of mine. Shout out to him. He's on his way to 500 subs. And that'd be cool if I could see him get to 500 subs. That'd be totally fucking awesome. Good guy. Great fucking friend. Like a brother to me. So I'm excited to watch this. It's about 15 minutes long. And I'm not going to try to pause a whole lot. Unless I have any, you know, takes of my own and advice or whatnot, but I want to try to get through this as good as we can. So let's go. Awesome reaction. He always has the cool intros. Awesome intro. I love it. I love it. Coin Matrix, okay? Alright.
Hey everybody, check this out. So right here, I have 2 playing cards and 4 pennies. Now if I asked you to cover up all 4 of these pennies in the current orientation that they are in using nothing more than these 2 playing cards, would you be able to do it? And the answer to that question is no. Because as you can clearly see, no more than 2 pennies can be covered up at the same time. The surface area of its orientation and of these cards would not allow us to accomplish such a feat.
I like that. He messed up.
Was to accomplish such.
Love you, Derek.
Accomplish such a feat. Try saying that 5 times.
Accomplish such a feat. Accomplish such a feat. Accomplish such a feat. Accomplish a... Yeah, it's hard.
Best. But we can actually...
I can't. He's trying to say I can act. He fucked up, and then he said it right, and then he just fucked up again. That's awesome.
A feat. Try saying that 5 times fast. But we can actually... I cannot speak. We actually can make this happen using just a little bit of magic. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, if I want to...
This is definitely a different type of effect. I mean, normally it's done with 4 cards and 4 coins, you know, like normal, but this is going to be different. I'm excited.
Get this coin underneath this card. All I need to do is get it to protrude through the card mat. So take a look. All I need to do is go boop, and you should have saw it happen right there. You can now see there are now 2 coins underneath that card.
I'm gonna save it to the end.
If I want to get a third,
I'm gonna save my criticism. You know what? Fuck it. You put the coin under the mat, man. I mean, I'm a magician, so I know a lot of sleight of hand. Fuck, I don't want to ruin it for people. So, let's go. Come on, play.
Coin underneath that card. It takes the right touch. So watch closely. I'm going to try to make the coin go underneath this card without you seeing it actually happen. So watch carefully. We'll take it, and just like this, a little bit of a sprinkle, and you should see the coin completely vanishes, and yes indeed, right there underneath the card.
Awesome sleight of hand, man. I mean, I saw it because, you know, I've been doing magic for a while, but that shit was dope, man. That was cool.
And we have 1 more coin to go, the one that's been underneath this card the entire time. This one requires a little bit of a snap and a little bit of a brush, and you can see the coin completely vanishes because, of course, it is right there underneath the card.
Cool different effect, man. Cool cool coin matrix effect that was taken to the next level. Loved it. Used 2 cards only. Awesome sleight of hand. That shit is awesome.
All 4 coins, 2 cards, and at this point, everything can be closely examined. Alright guys, hopefully you stuck around for the
Alright, here's the tutorial, but before we get into the tutorial, I just want to say I saw a couple things, so I a little bit know how it's done. There's only maybe 1 or 2 things that I might find out in this tutorial, but most of it I could probably do right now by myself. But shout out to Derek, man. He always does this awesome shit and creates new tricks that are next level, and it's awesome. He deserves 500 subs, so please go subscribe to him. I'll leave a link to his channel also down below, so you guys can go check him out.
Tutorial. This trick is actually pretty easy to perform for the most part, and I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one.
Okay.
I really love this routine in particular because everything flows exactly as it should, and every little movement has the perfect justification.
You know what? I always used to make fun of him because he keeps that kind master thing at the top, which, you know, it can get annoying sometimes, but I've gotten so used to his channel having it that it's sort of like, I don't know that it's there anymore, you know?
And I'll get into more details on that as the tutorial goes on. But for now, let's get into the materials you're going to need to perform this. And these include 4 coins. Any 4 coins will work as long as they are the same coin. So for this example, I'm using 4 pennies. Go ahead and grab a deck of cards and literally remove any 2 cards. It does not matter what cards you use. I just chose a perfect pair of aces because I'm a goddamn magician.
Funny joke.
2 cards. It does not matter what cards you use. I just chose a perfect pair of aces because I'm a goddamn magician. And then, certainly, or last but certainly not least, you need a surface like a handkerchief, a towel, a cloth, something like that. Something that's thick and cushiony. Is cushiony a word? I have no idea. But you want it to be soft, thick, and cushiony, and you'll see why a little bit later on.
Soft, thick, and cushiony. I don't know if cushiony is a word, but good description.
Of course, these are my YouTube videos, and I'm going to use my card mat because I want to look professional. But it's very unlikely you're going to be carrying a card.
He wants to look professional. I like that.
And I'm going to use my card mat because I want to look professional. But it's very unlikely you're going to be carrying a card mat everywhere you go, even if you are a magician. So
that's true. That's true. You're not going to throw a card mat in your back pocket and carry it around. That's not true. So I'm glad he described handkerchief or towel or something like that. Maybe if you're funny and you're fit as fuck, you can take off your shirt and use that. But, you know, only if you're around maybe hot girls who like that type of shit. But yeah, I like how you described that and showed them that you're not going to be carrying a card mat around. So,
you know, it's more like an impromptu trick you could do in like a restaurant. Grab some change, grab a deck of cards, and then maybe grab one of those thick handkerchiefs they wrap the silverware in. But you get
good idea. Good idea.
The idea. And once you have all of your materials, you are ready to perform. So for starters, you're going to arrange the 4 coins in a square-like formation just like this and make sure there's a good amount of distance in between each of them. And then you're going to take your 2 cards and you're going to start rambling on about it's impossible to cover up all these coins using just 2 cards.
Yep, good ramble.
Start rambling on about it's impossible to cover up all these coins using just 2 cards. By the way, I'm not going to go in depth with the pattern in the tutorial. Just rewatch the performance and refer to that.
I like that. You don't have to explain everything.
Or come up with your own pattern. I highly encourage that you do so.
Me too.
So you're going to be going on with your pattern and you're going to construct your movements just like this. Now pay very close attention. You're going to cover the bottom left-hand coin and the top right coin just as so.
But you're not moving the coins yet.
You're going to move the bottom left to the top right, just like this. Then you're going to move the top right out from underneath, cross your arms, and then cover this coin.
And you're still not moving the coins.
Now, at this point, I've done nothing sneaky, no sleight of hand whatsoever. But
yeah, we get that. I just said that.
You want to construct your movements just like that, because now, when you uncross your arms and you come over to these 2 coins.
He just grabbed that coin. You saw that? Watch.
When you uncross your arms and you come over to these 2 coins, you're pretty much doing the same exact thing.
But he moved a coin that time.
But now, you can see there's 2 coins here and 1 coin here because I secretly
guessed it. I knew from the fucking performance.
Stole this coin away. So
I'm smart. I've been doing magic for a lot longer than he has, so I get it.
You're going to cover these two, and you're going to use your fingers right here to just grab that bottom right-hand coin and hold it underneath the card just as so. Hence why you want something thick and cushiony. If I were to just perform this trick on this flat wooden table by itself, it's going to be extremely difficult to pick up that coin, and plus it's going to make a little bit of noise.
Someone's probably going to find a way to do it now. I mean, magicians can do anything. But I see what you're saying.
You don't want that. So that's why you want something thick and cushiony, all right? So you're going to cover here. You're going to secretly grab this coin from underneath just as so. You're going to bring the top left, the top left to the bottom right, just like this. Slide out the bottom right. Again, you have the coin underneath here at this point. Cross your arms and put this down over here and set both down. So at this point, the spectators think there's a coin here, coin here, coin here, coin here.
Yeah, that's basically what they think. And there's no coin under the card he's going to lift up because he moved it over there. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I'm going to fast forward.
Known as the one-ahead principle. The entire trick.
Yeah.
And there's 2 coins here. So this is known as the one-ahead principle.
Shout out one-ahead principle.
The entire trick, you're going to be a step ahead of the spectator.
Like most magicians are.
And the reason why you want to construct your movements very carefully here is you want everything to look consistent.
Yep, consistency is key. Consistency is key. If you guys want to learn magic, you got to learn that. Consistency is key.
You're here. You're moving one card at a time. Over, slide out, cross, uncross.
Grab the coin.
One card at a time. Cross, cross. And I'm already done that. My first tendency when
You just moved it back. How many times are you going to explain it?
I very first learned this effect is I would do this. I would cover here, and I would swatch.
You would swatch? I like that.
Switch both cards at the same exact time, just like this. But then over here, when I needed to do the dirty work, then I did this. That looks very suspicious because...
Well, I mean, most magic does, but I get what you're saying.
Because it's not consistent. So you want to make sure that when you do this, you want to keep all of the moves as consistent as possible, just like this. And again, now that looks much better, okay? So
I'm going to try this after he does this video. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to try it to myself. See if it works.
I didn't even do that. So you've done the switch at this point, so now you're here.
Yes, we are now at this point in the magic trick. Even though we don't have a deck of cards out, we're just watching.
2 coins here, 1 coin here, 1 coin here, no coin here, okay? So once you're here, you're going to pick up the very first coin, and you're going to, again, go on with the pattern any way you want, but you're going to make it appear as if you protruded through the card mat. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to lift up the corner of the card mat using your index finger and your middle finger just as so.
Why does it have to be those fingers? Can I use my pinky and thumb or my pinky and ring? I mean, that isn't really a major thing. We have to do your middle finger and your, middle finger and your first finger. Yeah, I can't talk either. That's not really super important. He's just basically talking at this point. But I see what you're saying.
Notice how you have these 3 fingers still free underneath. That's very...
Oh, he's doing something different.
Very important. You're going to see what's about to happen. So you're going to take the coin, you're going to show it, you're going to go underneath the card mat, but as you go underneath, you're actually just grabbing the coin with your middle and ring finger of the free hand just as so. So you're coming underneath, you're grabbing the coin with the middle and ring finger, just as you can see here.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
And then you're just going to continue sliding your hand underneath like you still have the coin. And do like a little bit of a, go underneath the card, do like this little bit of a pushing action, make it more believable.
I thought that he left it underneath the card mat. But I see now, because you won't have enough coins if you did that. I got it.
Slide your hand out. And I didn't do this in the performance, but you can show your hand empty. Don't bring attention to it. Don't be like, yeah, you can see my hand's empty. Don't do that shit. Just pull your hand out. You can casually show it. And then you can slide this card out and show there's 2 coins. Now, all the attention is going to be right here. So you're going to be sliding the card back. You're going to be sliding it right here between the index and middle finger just as so, and the coin is still being gripped by the ring and the middle finger. So you're sliding the card back, you're gripping the card, taking it all out just like this. So now you're holding the coin right here behind the card, and you don't need to worry about it. The card covers everything, but
I like that. I like that. I did not notice that in the performance, I have to be honest, but that was cool.
Even if someone was looking here, you're okay because all the attention is right there on the table. And now you can say, no, now there's 2 coins here. And now you're going to come over, set the coin down, and set the other card down on top of it. So now, at this point, there's a coin here, there's nothing here, and there's 3 coins here.
Yes, we all know math.
Okay? So again, you're already a step ahead of the spectator once again.
Shout out to one step ahead. What, one step method, one step, yeah.
The second phase is pretty cool. So you're going to make the coin subtly vanish from your hand.
He just did a hand switch. So it was in this hand, and he did that awesome, cool coin switch vanish thingy.
And underneath there. And it's actually going to be over here, which I'm sure a lot of you figured out in the performance. And I'll get some more details on how to make this look good in just a second. But essentially what you're doing here is you're doing a move that is ages old in the world of coin magic, and it is known as the French drop, which looks a little something like this. So you're pretending to take the coin, but when your hand is right here covering the coin, your thumb is just releasing, and you're dropping the coin in your fingers just as so. But here's a very nice little...
Whoa. I see a PS4 controller up here. You don't have the PS5 yet? What's wrong with you? Just kidding.
Subtlety that's going to make this even more believable. As I'm going through my patter, I come over and I take the coin for real. I close this hand because that's how you're going to be doing it in a second. I point to it and I point to the card as I'm going on with my patter.
Something just shook. I'm not sure what that was. But, yeah, you did it for real. Kind of showing that cool misdirection type thing.
That way, when I actually do the sleight, it looks exactly the same. If you do this the first time, you don't need to do this, by the way, but I think it's just a very nice subtlety. If you come over, if you take the card for real, the coin for real, when you actually do the sleight, the spectators have no reason to not believe the coin is here.
Unless you're a magician, then I believe it's not there.
They would have no reason for it when it's actually right here. So again, remaining a step ahead at all times. So you're going to come over, pretend to grab, do the French drop, curl these 3 fingers in, so now you have it palmed, close the fist, point to the card like you did the first time. Again, consistency is key. I should mention that. Look.
Yes, consistency.
I'm not going to do the sleight. Going to do the sleight. Everything looks consistent, which makes it more believable.
Yes.
So once you are in this position, you're going to take the hand with the palmed coin and casually just drop it down here to your side.
Yep, I saw that.
Drop it down in front of the table like this, whatever works. Because again, all the attention is going to be right here.
Which is funny because I actually didn't focus on his first hand, the one holding the coin right here. I actually focused on this hand down here. Because I knew I had a feeling that even though he showed the palm the first time, that he was going to palm it the second time. In the performance, you might have been able to see some little awkward movements, which I'll talk about in just a couple of seconds, but that's because the camera... I did, but it was... I wasn't super worried about it. I was already focused on it, though. So. The camera is focused in a fixated position. In real life, again, you can actually direct your spectators' attention, misdirect them where you want them to. Everyone's going to be looking here. No one's going to be looking at the dirty hand. So even if you are moving your fingers a little bit, they're not going to actually see it like you might have in the performance, okay? That's true, because people aren't in a fixed position. Only cameras. So, you're here, and now you drop this to the side. So there's no coin here. I just pretend to do this, make it vanish. Now, as I'm doing this, over here with the dirty hand, I'm maneuvering the coin from inside all the way to my fingertips, just like this, okay, casually. So I'm doing that, and now I'm going to come over with the free hand and show now the third coin has appeared underneath the card just as so. Oh my gosh, magic.
Now again, all the attention is right there. So while the attention's here, you're going to drag this card back. You're going to bring this hand up with the coin. Put it right here. So now the coin is underneath the card. And the perfect justification for doing this, because technically there would be no justification for putting the coin in the opposite hand, but the card, I should say, the card in the opposite hand, but I come over here and I say now there's 3 coins, and I use now the free hand to point. So it's the perfect justification to come over.
Justification.
And put the card over here, if that makes sense. So now you have the
yes, it does.
Last and final coin underneath here at this point. You can go ahead and you can set this down. And now the trick is essentially done because there's nothing here from earlier. Again, the one ahead principle. So it's completely
#one ahead principle.
Up to you on how you want to reveal this. Me, I like to just snap my fingers and like do this little brush with this card and say, look, now it's over here and mines are blown. And what I really like is you end completely clean. Some people think you're using extra coins when you're really not. Remember earlier in the first phase when you put the coin underneath the mat or underneath, you know, the cloth handkerchief, whatever you're using? I'm telling you, so many people are going to be like, let me see underneath the mat. They're going to think there's an extra coin down there. And when you lift it up and there's nothing there, bro, it's such a great moment. You don't have any idea. And
you have no idea how much of a great moment it is when you fool the spectators to the point where they have no idea what's going on. You know, they try to ask you certain things and you're able to prove them wrong. That's the best feeling in the world. I agree with him.
And before I end this here, I do want to give you guys one small little tip. And when you are placing the coins down, you want to be very careful not to make noise. You don't want the coins to like touch each other too much. Otherwise, that could be an indication that you're up to no good.
No touching each other. It's illegal.
So what exactly am I talking about? So let's say we're here in the beginning scenario, right? I take a coin and I'm doing this, right? So I secretly come underneath, I stick the coin right there in between the middle and ring finger like I showed you earlier, pretend to place it under, slide this out, show it's now underneath here, grab. So again, I have the coin secretly here. Now, when I place it down, I don't want this to happen. You heard that? You heard how it hit the...
Yes, we have ears.
Coin that's a dead giveaway. You don't want that. So you do want to be very, very cautious, be very, very mindful that when you're placing the coin down, you place it a little bit in front of the other so it hits the soft surface, and you can just place the card down just as so, and there's no noise. And that's another reason I should mention why you want to have a cushiony surface to do this on. That way,
I don't think cushiony is a word.
When you place the coin down, it also won't make noise. If I'm doing this again on this wooden table, that's what it's going to sound like. That's why you want a nice cushiony surface too, something that when you set it down and it doesn't hit the coins, it still won't make any noise. So I think I covered everything in a good amount of detail. I don't think anything should be too confusing, but I know sometimes things can get a little bit lost in translation. So if you guys have any questions, and I mean any questions, do comment them in the comment section below. I will clear up.
I do have a question. Never mind.
Absolutely anything. Excuse me. I will clear up absolutely anything that you need. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like, share the video with your friends, subscribe, all that good stuff. And
please do it. #road to 500 for Card Tricks 8.
And I will see you guys for my next video. Card Tricks 8 signing off. Peace out.
Nice. Nice. Good shit. Hold up. Hold up. My stomach is... Oh gosh, what is going on here? Hold up, y'all. My stomach is fucking annoying me. Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Was that your card? No? Fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to get that out of my system. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for my next reaction videos. Always strong.